Baby girl, you are not too old and you're not too late. This video was meant to find you. Literally, 50 is the new 30. We're going to show you 3 reasons why you are not too old, even if you feel like you're starting over again. We've had an influx of women that have come and joined our community that are in their 50s and their 60s. Yes. And they're getting back into the dating game. They're turning things around. They're learning about their feminine energy. They're starting new businesses. And girls, we want to give you the tools so you don't feel like you're too old. And for those lovely ladies that are new here, what's up? I'm Natasha.
And I'm Brian.
I was a former single mom with 4 kids, went through a whole bunch of trauma and loss. If you're interested in learning more about dating and relationships and feeling good in your body again, I'm talking your hormones, your nervous system, all that.
Click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos and content.
Point number 1 is really having that mindset shift, because when you look at us as a whole, as a collective, as a society, we are aging so differently now.
One example is really when you look at athletes. Athletes have really gotten to the point in their careers now where at first 30, 32 years old, you're over the hill, ready to retire, specifically in sports. You saw it in gymnastics, right? When you were 18, 19 years old, over the hill. Now you have people like Simone Biles, who's close to 30 by the next Olympics. You have guys like LeBron James, been playing for over 20 years and just as healthy, as strong as he was 10 years ago. And the difference is these people are really taking care of their bodies.
So true, honey. That's so true. You see this all the time. And even I personally, because I coach so many women, I know so many women in their 50s and they could run circles around 30-year-old women. So it's like what you're saying. It's really, first of all, that mindset shift that you're not too old, but then you're actually investing into how you look and how you feel, which is so key. And I'm sure you know women in their 50s as well, 60s. They look like they're in their 30s. Now you could say, oh, it's surgery, it's this and that. No, baby, it's not. It's not just surgery. It's these people are actually taking care of themselves. They're starting to look younger, they're starting to feel younger because they're actually doing things to keep themselves in shape and to keep themselves feeling young, feeling good, and a lot of stuff that we teach on this channel.
Even with ourselves, we're being more active. You may see 50, 60, 70-year-olds racing and working out, especially with the internet now. We're able to see so many different people with different backgrounds as they get older look as if they were 10, 15 years younger because they're taking care of their body.
We have access to so many tools now. That's why we talk about hormones. That's why we talk about your feminine energy and de-stressing. That's why we talk about relationships and healing your triggers and your nervous system, because those are the things that cause you to age faster. And point number 3, I'm going to actually give you girls some tips of what you can do to look and feel younger and start to age in reverse, which is actually backed by science now. So point number 2, this was a huge mindset shift for me, is you are young to somebody. Okay, so for those of you that want to get back in the dating game, and you're like, I'm 35, I'm so old, or I'm 55, I'm so old, or I'm 65, I'm so old. Baby girl, you are young to somebody.
That's the truth.
Okay. We've said this before, but when we went to go get our marriage license this summer, this was only a few months ago, the majority of women that were there getting their marriage license were older women, gray-haired women, women with wrinkles, women of all shapes and sizes, all colors, all backgrounds, and they were all lovey-dovey with their husband.
We were the young couple, right?
We were the young couple, right? I'm like, I wanted so badly to whip out my phone and record everybody, but I knew I couldn't do that because I wanted to show you girls that no, these women are out here getting married, right? And so that was a mindset shift I had to have, because I know there's women that are like, who's going to want want to date or marry someone with 4 kids that's in her 30s? Well, I'm going to be young to somebody, right? And so that was my mindset going in. I'm like, I'm going to do my part. I'm going to look good. I'm going to feel good. I'm going to feel confident. So I got more options. And then I became a spring chicken to my amazing husband, who's almost 7 years older than me. But also, ladies, when you are dating older men, like maybe you are in your 50s, okay? And so you want to date men in their 50s and maybe early 60s, go for men that take care of themselves, which there are a lot of men that also are starting to take care of themselves. So even my husband, you're 45 and you look and feel amazing, right? For your age. And so it's not like I'm saying go date old men. No, you want to date men that are, you're a spring chicken compared to them, but they also take care of themselves.
That's the key as well, right? Because you're young to someone.
Yeah.
Men aren't necessarily looking for women that are 20 years younger than them.
Right.
What they're looking at is women that are healthy, women that take care of themselves, women that have a look of youth. You don't have to be so young. So as long as you take care of yourself, it's so many men out here 50, 60 years old that like women maybe 7, 6, 7, 10 years younger. You're really young to them, and they enjoy it because you bring that energy to their life.
Exactly. And both your sisters also married men that were older.
Yeah, both of them married. Yeah, that's so true.
Right, but your sisters also took care of themselves, and they still take care of themselves, right? And so it's a perfect example. We know a lot of women like this, but you have to have that mindset of I'm not old. If you walk around with the energy of I'm so old, who's going to want me? Nobody's going to want you, babe. So you actually do have to have that energy, and you do have to have that belief that no, I'm a babe. Like I was telling the girls in the Feminine Energy Academy this week, I'm like, if I was 60 years old and I was going back on the dating market, my mindset would be like, I'm going to be the hottest, healthiest, happiest 6-year-old that anyone's ever seen. And I'm going to have so much fun dating. That would be my mindset. And then naturally, you're going to be so magnetic to so many people because so many women walk around and they're just like feeling old. They're feeling worn down. They're feeling like they don't feel good in their bodies, right? That's what's actually making you look old. And that's what's actually repelling the men. That's why men typically will go for younger women, not because they're young, but because they're not carrying around 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years of baggage. That's why they're attracted to them.
And men can feel and sense that. Sometimes even just by looking at your face.
Yes.
Right? Your 100%. Face and your demeanor. It's like, well, that's not for me. So I'm going to go for someone who feels and looks youthful.
Exactly. Right? Exactly. So, okay, let's go into point number 3, because that's the part that's really going to help you. And is what actually makes you look and feel more youthful? If you're back in the dating game, or even if you're married and you're just feeling like you're aging faster than your husband, we can slow that down. We can actually reverse age. That's the time period we live in now, is we're actually reversing age, where your biological age can be different than your chronological age. Things like, for example, what I teach about so much on this channel, which is your cortisol and your insulin. Those 2 hormones are going to age you faster. So they're going to actually age you on a cellular level faster. They're going to age your skin, your hair, your body, your weight, everything. They're going to affect your other hormones, because those 2 are master hormones, so much faster if you don't take care of them. But if you do some of the stuff that we teach you girls on here, you're leaning back into your feminine energy, you're working on your triggers, you're relaxing your nervous system, you're getting your beauty rest, all those sorts of things, you're going to naturally start to balance out your hormones. You're going to be able to shift yourself at a DNA level, and you're actually going to start to age in reverse. We're actually, after this video, going to go get blood work. This is something that we're starting to do now, where we can actually go and check our vitamin levels, our antioxidants, and we can actually see how our body is processing different nutrients, things that we're maybe deficient in, and so we can start correcting that ahead of time. So those are little things that you can do to start looking and feeling younger.
And looking and feeling younger is not only for your potential spouse or spouses, for you. And I always talk about, if you look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. You play good, they pay good.
Yes.
So it helps you. Exactly. It helps you to look good. It helps you to feel good. It brings energy to you, and then you become magnetic.
Exactly. And we see it all the time with the women we help, where they're like, oh my gosh, I look younger, I feel younger, and my husband cannot keep his hands off of me now. Right? Okay. So just some simple things that you can do. Not only get blood work done, start taking care of your cortisol and your insulin levels, which will help with your other hormones, but also doing things like inner healing. Ladies, if you are walking around with 20, 30 years of baggage, you're still wounded from the last guy that hurt you. You're still wounded from daddy issues. You're still wounded from financial issues. your nervous system, your body, your energy holds onto that. And you can't hide those things, babe.
Yes.
You can go get plastic surgery. You can go and put on a bunch of makeup. You could literally have the perfect body shape. But if your energy is still, I'm hurt,
Yeah.
I'm wounded, I have walls up, not boundaries. When I have walls up, you're going to block out all these men that want to date you. It's going to affect your marriage. It's going to affect your libido. It's going to affect how you connect with your husband. So you actually working on your triggers, you actually learning emotional
Yes.
mastery, letting go of the crap you've been holding on to from the last guy that hurt you, the last few guys that hurt you, is going to actually help you to age in reverse. You're going to look lighter. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to start glowing. And it's that feminine energy glow that is so magnetic, not only to men, but in business, babe. We are attracted to people that look and feel good. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's how you look for your age. Okay, babe?
We can give them more, but we'll definitely jump into the Feminine Energy Academy where we go a lot deeper with this. You can ask specific questions that you may have and pertaining to you specifically, and we can help you with that.
So just to summarize, point 1, have that mindset shift. You are not too old. We are in a new era. 50 is the new 30. You're going to be young to somebody. Yeah. And then point number 3 is start doing things that actually help you look and feel younger. Girl, let me tell you, it will be the best business decision you can ever make as a woman by investing into how you look and how you feel. We love you so much, and we want to hear from you, girls. Drop your comments and questions. Okay, love you.